What would you do if God asked you to leave everything behind? Your home, your friends, your entire way of life. Imagine setting out with no map, no plan, just His promise guiding you through the unknown. This is the story of Abraham's faith, a journey of trust and obedience. Imagine being 75 years old, settled with your family, when out of nowhere, God calls you to pack up, leave your home, and step into the unknown. That's exactly what happened to Abraham. God said, "Go to the land I will show you, and I will make you a great nation." So Abraham listened. He gathered his family, packed his tents, and set out, simply because God asked him to. He had no idea where he was going, but he trusted God's promise. Years passed, and God spoke again. He led Abraham out under the vast night sky, the stars twinkling above. God promised, "Look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can count them. So shall your offspring be." Abraham and his wife Sarah were far too old for children. But Abraham believed. He held on to God's promise even when it seemed impossible. He trusted that God could do the impossible. And God kept His word. Against all odds, Sarah laughed with joy as she cradled their son Isaac, the child of promise. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. It was a miracle, a sign that nothing is too hard for God. But then came the hardest test of all. God asked Abraham to give up the very son he had waited so long for, the son who was the embodiment of God's promise. With a heavy heart, Abraham journeyed to the mountain with Isaac. Just as he was about to obey, God stopped him, saying, "Do not lay a hand on the boy." Instead, God provided a ram for the sacrifice. Abraham's faith had been tested, and he had proven his trust in God. His unwavering faith was rewarded. So what does Abraham's story mean for you and me? Faith isn't about having all the answers, it's about trusting God's promises even when you can't see the way. It's about stepping out in faith, even when the path is unclear. Just like Abraham, we are called to trust and obey, even when it's hard, even when we don't understand. Our faith is tested in the moments of uncertainty. Because with God, every promise is possible. His word never fails, and His promises are always fulfilled. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. It's the foundation of our relationship with God. If you want more stories of faith, don't forget to subscribe.